Hello everyone, Big Boz here, and first off, I am sorry I have not been updating as frequently as I would like to. As I'm sure all of you out there are fully aware of, and I'm sure anyone who's alive is aware of, you end up much busier in life than you intend to. With the way things are, I am trying to manage this channel, but with my priorities, this needs to be a side thing. It has to be a minor priority for me. I'm sorry for that. I want to put out the best content I can for you guys, because I mean, I'm already starting to get a sort of following, which is really awesome. It's amazing. I can't believe that. But yeah, I'm sorry I cannot update as frequently as I would like to. I will try and do more of this. I'm going to start doing more vlog type of stuff, just because it's easier. I can get it out regularly, and it's something I can maybe use to kind of hopefully satisfy you guys a little bit while I'm working on the more edited videos I do. So yeah, that being said, I really will try and speed up the process of what I do. Now, on a much more interesting note, enough about me, my friend and I were kind of discussing Batman v Superman recently, and this isn't a Batman v Superman related video. We were just kind of discussing how much they've been releasing with the trailers and how much information we have on the film already, and the fact that there is a lot we can infer just from what we've been given. And I don't necessarily buy the people who think that there's no reason to go see the movie because they've released everything. They haven't released everything, but they have released a lot. I will absolutely agree. A lot about the film has already been released. We already know a lot. And it brought me back to this interview I saw a while ago about, just the state of movies right now. And an older gentleman was talking about how he missed the air of mystery films used to have around them. You used to go into a film and you just couldn't know as much as you do now. You had to more or less take a gamble on certain things. And that really interested me, kind of the idea that maybe that mystery is gone a little bit from the way films are now. That air of mystery is gone because of the internet and all the different sources we have. We can really find out a lot about a film before it's even really, been released. And I've been wondering, mostly to myself, of course, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, does that come with its advantages? Is it all of its disadvantages? Is it a good thing that we know so much going into the movies now? First off, on the positive side, there are ways that having less of that air of mystery can kind of be a good thing. There are certain aspects about that can benefit the movie business. I mean, with things like the Twitter effect and Rotten Tomatoes, movies that are genuinely bad now are doing much more poorly at the box office. And there's something to be said about that. I mean, a film that just isn't as good, not getting money that's a good thing. It forces people to make good films. But on the same token, that kind of effect of everyone hearing about how good it was way before they've even seen it or even necessarily even heard of it, it can poison your opinion going into the movie. And you could have a movie that maybe wasn't even that bad, but just one person hated on it and the Twitter effect took off, and all of a sudden it's getting much worse reviews than it used to. And on the same token, you don't want to necessarily listen to social media for all of the movie reviews, because, the crowd consensus can be wrong. There are films that end up being loved years later that simply didn't catch on originally. Take, for instance, Blade Runner or The Thing. They were much more popular now than they were back in the day. So knowing so much going in can kind of hurt it, because movies that maybe would have become cult classics won't as much. But on the same token, the Twitter effect can cause some movies to become cult classics because something no one ever heard of just suddenly took off because it just got rediscovered. So on that area, it's kind of both a give and take. There's good aspects about knowing so much going in, and there's bad aspects. In regards to the aspects of whether it's good or bad for like knowing all this stuff going into advance, like knowing so much about Batman v Superman, like I was saying, that's kind of a give and take. There's things that's good about that, and there's things that are really bad about that, because I don't like that I know so much. I don't necessarily like that I already know about Doomsday. I don't like necessarily that I've already seen a lot of the screenshots of Batman and Superman's fight. I don't like that aspect. I would have liked to have been wowed on screen. But at the same time, it's been kind of a good thing, because just for instance, with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, when that originally, don't get me wrong, the new version is what I'm referring to, and it was bad, but at least we didn't get that stupid alien version because everyone complained about it on Twitter and realized how stupid it was. But with the exact same film, everyone complained about the Shredder not being Japanese, and then we ended up getting a completely and uninteresting version of the Shredder because they had to shoehorn him in at the last second. So, is this kind of new internet pop culture thing that we've got with films, is it good, is it bad, is it in between? I don't know. I mean, it definitely has changed the landscape of filmmaking, but whether it's good or bad, I can't even say it remains to be seen. It's a constantly shifting landscape. So, I mean, it's just all gonna depend. I think that film will stay strong. It's just the way people approach it is going to change. It's how it always happens. So, is it good? Is it bad? Who can say? I mean, you gotta take the good with the bad no matter what kind of change comes along. So, I'm Big Boz, and as far as I'm concerned, the internet really hasn't hurt or improved the movie business. It simply forced it to change.